Yo! Alright, we're coming in hot now. We're live. Yes, what is up, Slicer? Good to be back, Still rocking some last Epoch. Thanks for joining, man. I've been looking forward to it. You got your character on the go here? You want to group up and play? My next mission here is to try to get my headphones on the go here. For some reason, they're becoming a bit of an issue. So yeah, just give me a sec. Tell me how it's going in chat. Yeah. Man, I couldn't tell you what's wrong with this mic. I can't get the Blue Yeti recognized here. Oh, here we go. Hello, hello. All right, for love of God. Ha! All ready to go with my new slick setup, and I can't even find the audio to work. But yeah, we good now. We good. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Only 8 minutes to get going, but thanks for waiting, buddy. I appreciate it. So you see what's going on here? I put the druid to rest. Oh. Where would that be? On Steam? Yeah, like my YouTube name is my Steam account, and that just reminds me that I don't have Discord on this new computer yet, so I better get that. But yeah, let's group up and blast a bit, man, since you're here. Sounds fun. Oh, so that would be on YouTube. Business inquiry email. Ah, there we go. I see your Steam invite. Oh, wicked, dude. Here we go. Wicked, man. This is gonna be dope. So what's going on? We got Wednesday night. We're about to stream. Got the massage gun handy. Got the resistance bands all set, locked and loaded. Got our Steam chat, and what can I say? The whirlwind of regular everyday life is starting to dissipate around me. I got my headphones in, got Slicer on board, got the new setup, new scene. Maybe later I'll turn around the camera and we can show you what I'm looking at too. It's been fun, but a busy weekend and week nonetheless, putting this all together and getting it on the go. But we're finally here. We're here. It's Wednesday night. We're over the hump. And we're about to do some casual game and dad blasting in last Epoch. The Werebear Druid is not retired per se, but once I did get this new computer this week, I decided that I'll try out some last Epoch, and maybe there's a better build I can play, more enjoyable one, and I decided on Torment Warlock. Nothing too unique or anything, and man, has it been fun. What a difference. Talk about imbalance. This Torment Warlock, as we'll see, this is starting to come online, level 72, so you know, I stayed a little busy once the computer got set up, but the leveling experience was way faster for several reasons we can get into. But man, it's been enjoyable. This thing just dots up the map and lays enemies in her wake. It's fun. Yeah, so I don't even know how to open the social menu in this game because I've literally never done it. H for the record. So now oh yeah, I am on US East. I forgot to mention that. Finally unpacked the mouse and the keyboard. The nice I'm impressed with the Red Dragon keyboard so far, I have to say. And the mouse is so much better. First of all, way more ergonomic in design than the Razer one I had before, which was way too small for my hand. But it's also got a bit of weight to it, which I really like. And compared to the dollar store stuff that I was using last week temporarily, you can tell the quality is just way better. So I'm stoked about the keyboard and mouse, man. It's going great. Okay, Wicked. I'm gonna try to add you. Cool, man. Oh, Wicked, we're like close in level too. 76, 72. I knew this would work out. That's why I was trying to bust my ass to get to 70. Okay, Wicked. So, invite player. Let's see how that goes. Maybe I gotta wait for you to get on US East, but hey, Wicked Jamstrong, thanks for the sub, buddy. I really appreciate that, man. Oh, here we go. Invite to party. Thank you, buddy. I'm a solo self-founder usually. Been playing this game, well, since launch, and this is going to be my first party. It's wild. You didn't get an invite somehow? What's my in-game name? Oh, how embarrassing. It's Axxicus backwards on this character. Is that what you need? Let's see. Let's just chat. Wicked Jam, you play this game too? What character do you play? Or what build are you using lately? Oh, we're in a party together, bro. Ah, I see you up here at the party frames. I'm up here in the Age of Winter now. I don't know. Have you gotten into empowered monoliths yet there, Slicer? Do they have in-game voice chat by any chance? Yeah, buddy. I hear you, Jam. Level 90 plus? Oh, what a grind. At least it sounds like you have a blaster build to power through that. Okay, Wicked. Do you mind if we go through this Age of Winter here, Slice? That I'm working through? Oh, I just haven't even started it yet. We'll be blasting these pretty fast. So I don't know if I start one up, if you can just like advance to me or what. Yeah, well, I started the journey with my class fantasy, as I've talked about a lot on stream, which was the Werebear Druid. I mean, anytime there's a game, Dungeons and Dragons or ARPG, whatever the case may be, if there's a Werebear Druid, I'm usually playing it, and that really did not bode well for the leveling experience at all. Oh, I could portal to player when I right-click Slicer's nameplate there. What else is new in this game? I got the I got Rax's loot filter for all players up and on the go now too. It's been amazing. I got this nice and strict for an end game build. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, well, we can go back. I haven't done any on the left side yet. So why don't I... Oh! Someone's here. Is that Slice? I can't even see the name above your head. Actually, can I change that setting? Display health bars. Oh, but that's okay. Alright, wicked. Looks like we are blasting. Or someone's here with me. Yes, here we go. Torment Warlock. Throwing these fissures on the ground that are like spitting out all kinds of damage over time, and you just basically run through this map and let the enemies lay in your wake. And when you want a big blast, you throw down some haunting spirits and go into Profaned Veil. Oh, it's hard. I love the play style. It's so much stronger than my first character, the Werebear Druid. And I'm really glad I gave the campaign a second chance too, because it was way better when you have an alt that's twinked out in legendary gear, and you get to skip some of the campaign with the dungeons. That was a much more enjoyable campaign experience, but also... Ooh, this is a level 90. I think we might have to back it up a bit. That's why I'm feeling like I'm getting hit a bit. I have been honestly progressing pretty fast through this, faster than I've been leveling. So, yeah, this is a level 90 monolith already. Nice. Liking the Necro too? Sweet. Okay, well, listen. Man, we're blasting. I don't know what we should do, though. Maybe we should... Yeah, you can't do anything in there? Cool. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go back to, let's see. Where... So, yeah, maybe... Probably this one. Blood, Frost, and Death. Looks like in our... That's a level 70. Well, Jam, tell me at least that Necros can play minion builds in this game, which is like their whole class fantasy, unlike some other games out there where Necros don't use any minions. Okay, so now I'm Fall of the Empire. Am I on the right one? No, I'm not. Follow the Empire level 80? I think we could probably... Why don't we try that one? And then summon 9. Okay, good. So it actually sounds like a necromancer, which is sick. And what's again the base class for a necro? Is it also an acolyte, where I'm playing a warlock like this? I still haven't explored too many other classes. Okay, Slice, I'm going follow the Empire. Let's try that one out. Acolyte, yeah. Cool. Is my game freezing up here? What's going on? Oh, it's because I'm already there, for the love of God. Folks, we'll get it together at some point. Okay, Slice, I'm gonna just start going for experience nodes here. Thanks all for tuning in. Thanks, Jam, for the sub. Really appreciate that, man. And thanks for coming by and hanging out. I am Axxicus, the casual gaming dad. I like gaming, and I like being a dad, and that's the perspective that we kind of share and hang out about on this stream. But, I mean, you don't gotta be a dad. But kudos if you are. And the last Epoch journey has been great so far. Werebear Druid had a lot of fun with that, despite it being super slow. But very glad to be spec'd into this Torment Warlock. Oh man, gotta get around there to the Blood Spire. Oh, those are some unique gloves I don't think I've ever seen before. Oh man, long run over there. Okay, well, Slicer, you're definitely doing some more on this level map here, buddy. Me too. I actually thought that was happening, that the experience was not keeping pace with the way that the levels were increasing in the Monolith. And I guess I could have spent more time in each Monolith that preceded these ones, but or I could have gone up the both sides. I was just like fast tracking up the right side, and I guess I just ran into the level 90s too fast. But here we go, level 73 already. We're working into the Lich Tree here, and some mana regen. That was a problem with this build earlier on. Mana starved. Wicked, dude. Well, Jam, that's cool. Always, at some point in the stream it'll happen. I don't have it scheduled or anything, but we'll usually break into some dadvice and also some safety tips for gaming to, you know, prevent repetitive strain injuries and stuff like that. So stay tuned. We'll get to that when we do. You know, casual gaming dad stuff. All right, experience nodes. Let's go. Yeah. Oh man. Empowered monoliths level 90. Never mind 90. Like 98 and 99. Ooh. Those hurt. But I think what the other problem was with that previous build, the Werebear Druid, was I just couldn't push the corruption high enough, fast enough. And that really exacerbated the length of time that was all taking. But then again, I think it's a game design choice too, because I've seen a clip of the main dev talking about how he doesn't think it's long enough between 98 and 99. I was shocked. I almost dropped my phone when I saw that clip. I I was like a week on level 98 to 100. I'm just gonna take a quick sec on my bag slicer because it was kind of full when I logged in, and I don't think I got anything relevant going on here. I'll just hang on to uniques that have any LP. Ooh, and I did get an exalted experimental there, although not the greatest of fixes. Crystal sword, that would have been nice on my druid.
Yes.
This Torment Warlock relies heavily on an interaction in which your necrotic resistance converts into damage. So I have 311% necrotic resistance. That's what I'm looking for on basically every item. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in, Jam. That was wicked, man. Thanks for the sub and for popping in. Always appreciate that. And for Slice, I am just going to keep popping into these experience nodes. And I guess when I pop into those, you teleport to me or you just follow me along on those nodes? I'm not sure how that's working, but I see us both in here. This is fun. Do you get any more experience in a party like some other games? I don't see any buffs that would suggest that. I've got this, I think I already mentioned, but I got the strict loot filter on. Thanks to Rax for putting out that loot filter for everyone. I customized this one for an endgame Torment Warlock, so I'm not really picking up and dealing with most loot unless it filters through in red and caps locks, which means it's going to be like a tier 6 or 7 affix that I'm looking for. Which is pretty much necrotic resistance. We're blasting, buddy. We're blasting. Feels good. Could be possibly decent boots down the road. Oh, yeah. So usually ask chat how you would rate your day. But the rating scale is +2, +1, well, no, let me get it right. -2, -1, +1, +2. So if you're out there watching, easy way to interact. Rate your day on that scale. And no, there's no 0 in that scale. It can't be neutral. It's your day plus or minus. I'm going back to my day now. This happens all the time on Wednesdays when I stream, but I would say my day, looking back on it, I'm gonna give it a +1 for myself, man. It was busy as hell. Lots of stuff going on at work and at home and just like personal life stuff. But busy is sometimes good because the time goes fast and you're interacting with people throughout the day, so on and so forth. So I don't know, looking back, I think I felt pretty good. Had a wild headache towards the end of the day, but rested up, got ready for the stream, and for now it's a +1. But usually the stream, it bumps it up a point, gotta say. So look forward to the rating at the end of the stream. It's probably going to be up to +2. Especially we got Slicer in the party now. Blasting. Yes, this Warlock is a blaster. No doubt about it. Nope, gotta go around. All right. That XP bar move and slice? Should be with these experience tomes. Tell me you get all these rewards too. I imagine you're not just tagging along. Oh, wicked. Another experience node just opened up. Nice. That was tough. We can just chat in game too, man. Keep it easy. That's all good. All right, just tune in. We're blasting with our buddies. The day is done. The chaos of everyday life is dissipating. We're insulated by nothing but the sounds coming out of our headphones and the sweet, sweet sounds of a Torment Warlock blasting through monoliths. This is my second character, and having a blast on this Torment Warlock. Been following a nice build guide as well. Ooh, we got a little prophecy going on there. Or no, that was a chest. I wasn't paying attention. But that reminds me, man, maybe going over to the Circle of Fortune and getting some prophecies on the go might not be a bad idea either. Let's see. Yeah, can we go get some prophecies? I think that would be super helpful for me. Because I'm pretty much empty on the prophecies, and we are doing... Which one is this again? Fall of the Empire. Maybe we can find some Fall of the Empire prophecies that will... So for me, and I might have redone the keybinds on it, but it's pressing Y to bring up the faction. But otherwise, you want to try to find the faction button, and you should have committed to one faction or another. Maybe you haven't, or maybe you're in the Merchants Guild. But when you click that faction button, you should see a button at the top to visit the place. Or at this point, you can just teleport to me. That should be good too. Okay, we got giant scorpions and monoliths. That'll help. Also death of a boss, but we'll go scorpions. Death of exiled mage, 7 unique rings. I'll be taking that. Okay. I'll take the most expensive one. About weapons. Unique scepters, last rune. Ending the storm, I'm done. Okay, void horrors, monoliths. Those are in those beacons for sure. Void horrors. Oh, what? It didn't reset this? Or I got some lag? Okay, I'm out of favor now. I'm gonna port. Oh no, I can't. Oh, it's because you're here with me now. Yeah, man, check it out. Take your time. Shout out Volca for this Torment Warlock build guide. Drop him a follow. Absolutely. Thanks, Volca, for the Torment Warlock guide on max roll. Appreciate that shit. Okay. Where were we? Fall of the Empire, was it? All right. Take your time, Slice, but I am going to hop into the next echo. I'm going to start moving to this experience node. And I'll just wait at the beginning for you, man. It's all good. I'll just do some finger band resistance training while you're on the way. Can't yet get anything on there? Oh man, and maybe at some point in the campaign I thought there was like you got connected to a faction, or maybe now that you're connected to that faction you'll start building up some favor now. Okay, there's the beacon. Far right. I never would have dreamed on the Werebear Druid to do like a monolith 7 levels higher than my character. No way. But it feels right in the Torment Warlock, that's for sure. Yeah, what's all this gifting items too? There's something about this we gotta learn about too. Resonances. Let me look that shit up. Where's the... Well, the game guide is... No. Resonance. Item gifting. So any equipable items found while playing together with other players in an area are able to be gifted to everyone who was present as the item was found, with no time limit as no cost, like trading. Okay. Okay. Resonances are special items that can expand item gifting. So yeah, we're usually in the same area, so that shouldn't be a problem. But... let me try it. So can I just put like... Maybe you weren't in the area? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try that out, or maybe we need resonance. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyone in chat knows how to gift items between party players? Give me a shout. Alright, another experience node, and there's one on the top as well here when that runs out, and one more here. If there's experience nodes on the map, they're mine. Alright, let's go. Walking into a chest here. Okay, I'll try that next time we're back in town.
Your death has come.
So nice to just run through a map, constantly moving, and everything just dying behind you. I see how this game is actually played now. Gift item. Oh yeah, see now there we go. So let me just see this. Confirm. Yeah, I want to confirm that shit. Oh, so then it shows up in that little inventory. Gifting inventory. Cool. Well, I don't know. Those were some exalted experimental boots, but they might mean nothing to you. Oh, you got that. Sweet. Okay, well that's how it's done. Right-click your character icon.
Ill-suited.
Okay. So now we'll go this one first. Already getting past the second point of stability on this monolith. I will take that experience shrine all day. Shrine of Wealth can go fuck itself though. Worst shrine in the game. Run to these blood spires, boy. I really like Transplant as a movement skill too. It's no Rampage in which I can unlimited channel for the most part, but I feel like it gets you across the map quicker, because you don't need a long straight path all the time to make it work. It's just use on cooldown. Oh, I'm running into mana problems. What's going on here? Did I change something? No. Cool, man. So glad we get to finally blast together. I had been meaning to do it on the weekend, and then the putting this whole room together got in the way a little bit. So I wasn't playing much. Okay, next experience node. Yeah, man, fun times. This is wicked. You're not doing much? I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that. Well, I know one thing, the experience keeps ticking. There's level 74. Yeah, these fissures on the ground are just nuts. They release spirits, and at one time they were releasing chaos bolts. It was just insane. I love it. Man alive, look at this run that we've gone on from the start of this echo. Holy crap. Next time we're in town, let me know if there's any gear that you're looking for that I can keep an eye on, like if it's an axe or shields, whatever you need. I'll start picking them up too. Here we go. Finally. Crazy run.
Death will not take me.
Nice. Another one bites the dust. Aight. So we could go beacon here, but I'm gonna pop up here and get the other XP tome first. And we'll see where we're at then. Moving right along. We got you, Meiji.
Has come.
Oh my god, okay. Let's go. What are we doing here? Slaying enemies? Finding an objective. Alright. It's fun. Are there like, I don't know, this is my first time partying with anyone, so I've mostly played this game solo, but are there, if anyone knows, like support classes in this game, in party play, that maybe do like healing or tanking kind of things? I'm sure the variety and the skill trees and the masteries would suggest that there's the possibility to do that, but I mean, I don't even know if there's a game mode, maybe endless arenas, that you would really need to consider that. But I am certainly curious about that, because I've always loved playing support classes in these games, primarily because I've never done enough damage to be one of the DPS. All right. Yeah, man, any gear you're on the lookout for, just let me know. Oh, shit. Okay, we got another experience node, and then we got 2 beacons to reveal. Arena Wave. Well, I am most certainly glad that I gave the game a bit more time to give an official review. In other words, I'm halt, because yeah, I definitely think that Werebear Druid would have swayed my opinion a little bit. But look forward to it. I got a review system that I've developed from the perspective of a casual gaming dad that measures games on a scale of complexity versus flexibility. And that's how I've decided I'm going to rate and review games, as the method in which you can really decide if a game is worth your time and effort, because that shit is limited, yo. As we all know. So I'm hoping that's going to provide some value out there in the gaming community. The casual dad gaming community. Or casual adult gaming community. You don't have to have kids to have these struggles. Alright. More XP. We're well on our way to 75 here. Alright. Keep it blasting. Keep it blasting. So we had another XP node revealed here. We got a couple of beacons. I think we should do this beacon up top here. And I'm pretty sure I just had a prophecy for killing void horrors, so we might be able to cash in on some loot here. Just sick. Here we go. Let's go find this beacon. There it is. Another one of these roundabout maps, though. Oh, not so bad. We're here. Chthonic fissure. That is like gotta be one of the worst words I've ever heard to say, other than like some words in Dutch or something. But chthonic fissure. Wicked skill. Horrible to say. Absolutely horrible. Chthonic fissure. Tuning in, feel free to check in and chat. Always nice to have new viewers. And now let us go see what this beacon revealed. I'm just gonna sell off my things here. Oh, I think we got, this must have been in the update today. We got like different little symbols for these unique items. That used to be like a ring or something, which was kind of confusing because it made it feel like you were getting a ring. Oh yeah, and the set item icon is different as well. It's cool, little update. It's been some nice little updates along the way here, not gonna lie. Okay, beacon, another beacon. I think the call here is to go for this next experience node. And that might get us to finishing this monolith, so Let's go. Then we're going to run out of monoliths because everything's going to be too high a level for us. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to get too wealthy off these shrines of wealth, I'll tell you that much. Oh, well, thank you for 2 of those. That was so kind of you, game. Can we get a 3rd Shrine of Wealth up here? Oh, no. This one's experience. Too bad. I can't even get over that I've leveled to 100 with a Werebear Druid after playing this arcane. I'm sorry, this Torment Warlock. Ooh, I got capital letters on this purple gear. Which, yeah, it's a scepter, unfortunately, which I think I have the best in slot 1 right now, but, I mean, there's 155% increased necrotic damage there. And then a couple bullshit stats. Well, that's cool to confirm that the loot filter is working as intended, because it's supposed to be showing those tier 7 affixes in capital letters, and that's what it just did, so sick. Confirmed. It's working. Thank you, Rax, for the loot filter. Shout out Rax, and especially the explanation for how to use it. It was a great learning experience. And it's made, again, the leveling process much more enjoyable. Not to mention the twink gear on this guy that he's had the whole way through, and skipping parts of the campaign of the dungeons. Those were all, that made the campaign better for sure for me. I'll definitely have a different view of things now that I've leveled an alt, or leveling an alt. Okay, knocking on 75 here. We're gonna go for that one last experience node. We are blasting through this monolith, so after this, we'll go ahead and do these quest echoes and get out of here. We might have to go back a few levels though and do some previous monoliths. Although I don't know, now I feel like we might be able to handle, well, probably an 85. We'll probably get into an 85. Is that what this is? No, this is an 80. Ooh, nice prophecy. I guess from Deaths of Exiled Males. Deaths of Exiled Males has resulted in a shit ton of unique rings dropping for me. That's cool. And a bunch with LP there. Alright. Feels good. Even that's been better, the prophecy and faction system, because I just know what I'm doing with that now. So I can really hone in on the rewards that are imminently coming. Like right now, I'm working my way through monoliths, so I'm not taking any of the dungeon and arena prophecies until I'm ready to go do one of those. Look at all these crazy spirits I got, like, coming out of these fissures and just hoarding the screen. My gosh. It's epic. Actually really shows the class disparity in this game right now. I'm just gonna dump some unique rings and... not a bad belt. Any of those experimental belts that have the tier 7 affix, I just feel like they might come in handy later. Geez, that's a really interesting chest with the increased bleed and rip blood. I'm pretty sure that is doing damage for me, so I'm gonna pop that in there too. You never know.
Yes.
All right. So here's where I'm thinking we. Now there is another experience node on the map. That never hurts, but at the same time, we've got enough stability to get this one done, so I just think we go for these quest echoes, man. Let's do it. Let's do it and move on to the next.
I see.
Will not take me.
Oh, might as well pop my passive point on there. Any skill points? No. Yeah, the skill points become a little too far and few in between here at this stage too, I find. But I don't know. On the other hand, it kind of slows up your leveling process a little bit when you're always popping new skill points. Yeah, we'll keep running down here. Oh, we're doing some split tactic. I like it, man. This works out. That's super efficient. There we go. Good thinking, buddy. Interesting, that map doesn't reveal for me when you've run through it. Cool though, that's how it should be. Nice, and then here I am already at the boss. That was quick work of that one, buddy. Loves it. Boom. Bosses are no match, although I wouldn't really call that a boss encounter. Okay, I'm gonna just pop into the next quest. Echo. Easy peasy.
Your death has come.
there. Oh, I think we're defending someone. Oh, but now we're done. That was a tough defense we had to mount there. Alright. Man, quick work of this echo. Or monolith, I should say. Okay, looks like we're going to the boss encounter here. Let's get ready to do this. I don't... Yeah, this character's pretty fast and it doesn't even have to stop to do damage.
Let the void take you. This calls. Can't you hear it? Drown in darkness. It was all for nothing.
I don't really remember this encounter too well, but we seem to be surviving it.
Let the void take
Ooh, void spikes, void... Okay.
this calls. Can't you hear it? Drown in darkness. God's emperor
He's going
is
down.
all for nothing. Accept it. The void is all that is left. This death is different.
Hey, there we go, buddy.
Free?
A monolith down. Now we gotta stretch it out. Those don't seem like great options. I guess ring shard drop rate, what the heck. Got a couple uniques on the ground. And we're done that monolith. Okay, we got... Reign of Dragons. Think we can do it? I'm gonna find out. Yes, you're 77. I think we got this. Oh, Reign of Dragons. Wait now. Looks like I already had this on the go. Quite a bit. But that's okay. We might just do it again, just since this is where the experience is going to be at anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know if you got any thoughts or if there's like a particular monolith you want to do or you want to try. I didn't realize I was in Reign of Dragons yet, though. Oh yeah, that was the last one I did, now that I think of it. Yeah, so we either go back, but I think we're over-leveled for those. Yeah, I think we go Reign of the Dragons. You cool to keep going for a bit, man? I'm having a blast. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, well, let's finish this one. So I've already got the Web of Echoes completed. Yeah, I think I completed this monolith before, but yeah, we can just go in here and keep it going. I mean, maybe we find a way to increase corruption? Can you do that at this level? Anyhow, there's a beacon over here. Maybe we'll take this beacon out and try to reveal some of the map. Sick. Alright, here we are. Blasting. Definitely a little stickier on these enemies, don't you think? They do not appear to be dying as readily as our last monolith, but as long as we're able to survive big hits, then we should be fine. Oh, here's this nice rampage line. Wishing I had rampage here right now. I should have remembered about these games that a couple of principles almost always hold true, that ranged classes are better to play, almost always, and damage over time almost always seems to be overtuned when the game launches. Both of those also seem to be true in this game, and now that I've played the Torment Warlock a bit. Here comes the beacon. This will be the true test here. If we can handle this. The other thing that seems to be completely overpowered is this ward. I can never remember gaining a ward on my Werebear Druid, but this Warlock is built around gaining a ward, and I almost feel like I rarely lose health. What a difference between the Werebear Druid and the Torment Warlock, my god. What did we find out there? Not a whole lot. Certainly no more experience nodes on the map that I can see. last check. Well, I guess we'll just keep moving out from this beacon, if that's cool. Starting with a unique item. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, there we go.
Your death has come.
Rando in chat is looking for a monolith to join. I always like being a hero.
Your death has come.
Gloves with LP. So, like, could I even give those to you? Yeah, I really could. Man, that's pretty sick. Uniques, anything, as long as we're in the same zone when it drops. That's how it's done. Last Epoch continues to be a big influence on D4, where apparently we are also going to be able to trade items readily. It's a whole nother topic we can begin to broach. I saw the lead dev on Last Epoch do a clip about that he's flattered that it appears that Diablo 4 has taken some influence from Last Epoch, and that he didn't think that there was a meeting at Blizzard in which they actively decided that they were going to copy these systems, but that it was probably just a personally creative solution to the same problem that both studios arrived at. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. I literally thought there were like strategic anchors at Microsoft to emulate, enhance, and eradicate, which is like you're going to emulate another product out there. You're going to enhance it in some way. And then you're going to eradicate the competition, so... I mean, I don't think we're going to eradicate Lost Epoch with Lost Epoch. Yes, I have been lost many times in this game, but it's called Last Epoch, for the record. And, I don't think this game is going anywhere the way that this development team is approaching the player community and the player base and the connection they have with them in terms of getting feedback and incorporating it into the game. It's a really great approach to development of a product, and for that reason, I think Last Epoch is here to stay. Not uncommon for games to have especially in this genre, like a 10-year run, and I don't see any reason right now why Last Epoch couldn't do that. If this is the base game here on launch, so much to build from. Okay, let's just keep moving as far away from the starting point as we can. See where that gets us. Yeah, I don't know if anyone there in chat's got any thoughts on Last Epoch, D4, Season 4, just the general landscape of ARPGs right now. A pretty good spot. I was reading a thread on Reddit today. It was in the Diablo 4 subreddit, but someone had asked for anyone who's played Last Epoch and has come back to D4, what are your thoughts? And there were some interesting perspectives there. I could totally see that. I've been overwhelmingly positive on Last Epoch. I think it was the right change at the right time for me. But others played for a bit, and the stuff about this game that's a little rough around the edges, and I don't just mean bugs necessarily. I just mean, you know, the graphics aren't as polished, the cutscenes in the campaign are not what you would expect of like a AAA game title. But I don't think you're really playing this game for those reasons. It's more so the itemization and late endgame systems. But I think all those perspectives are totally valid. But one of the prevailing comments in that thread was, when you go back to D4 and play, which I've messed around in the Gauntlet a bit, you can't deny the combat in that game is really smooth, and I don't know, moving around that open world just kind of it works really nicely. So anyways, I'm high on this game for sure, and there's not much right now pulling me back to D4, but Season 4 will be something to see. All right, we keep blasting. Yeah, I did your first couple Gauntlet runs. Again, like, it has promise, but it once again gets back to like the difference in the gaming studios, right? Like 11-hour games, connecting with the community, getting their feedback, incorporating it into the game. Diablo 4, like, it's impossible to think that they're not doing that loop in some way, but for whatever reason, they just cannot get out of their own way. And a lot of these ideas and features, and I mean, it's getting to be a pretty long list now. But the Gauntlet, yeah, I don't, I guess the new week started yesterday, and yeah, I haven't even gone into D4 to check out the new Gauntlet. I don't know if the rewards were improved there as well. I think I heard something that they were going to improve the rewards.
Take care.
But I guess what bugged me the most was, and this is just about the Gauntlet, was I guess what you would call the black box mechanics of it that we all had to figure out after it launched. And the fact that it really just came down to having enough movement speed and shrine buff duration, and and then understanding the mechanics of some elites that respawn while others don't, and then really just maximizing your loot for the progression orbs. But I don't know, like that wasn't exciting enough for me. Not least of which was because it cost me like 350 million gold to get shrine buff duration and movement speed close to max on a character that I had already felt like I hyper-tuned for the end game. And, you know, I more want my character powers to be reflected in being able to survive a lot of damage, but that's just not what the Gauntlet is providing. Whereas these normal everyday echoes that always tend to have the threat of dying are just more engaging and satisfying to keep gripped. Man, can't stop, won't stop. We just keep blasting. 90 minutes into stream, I normally take a break, but let's see where we're at. Okay, we got an experience tome. 2 echoes away now. I think I'm probably gonna just push through on this stream, to be honest. But Slice, if you need any kind of break or if you need to bail, because I know you're over in Europe, man, and it's getting late there. Or it got late a while ago. Just let me know, man. No pressure to stick around. Let's pop up to this experience tome and then see where we're at. Let's finish this monolith and then I can decide if I need a break or might just call it. Let's see. Hey man, but partying up. This is a good lesson, a good time for some dad advice on stream, which is a normal segment on your streams. If you've seen the last few, you know that it always results in dad advice. And this one's off the cuff, but partying up, boys. Let's party up in video games and real life too. It always helps to have a buddy to give you a hand when you're doing shit. So I'll give you an example. We have this spot under our stairs in the house, in the basement. And ever since we moved into this house, my daughter's been asking me, I want to make that place under the stairs into a clubhouse. And I said, that's an amazing idea. You know what, I'm going to do that. And so, I mean, the entire basement had to be finished as well, so I did do that over an extended period of time. But then, unfortunately, the spot under the stairs became a storage area for all of the leftover construction materials that I was to later use to finish this little space under the stairs. And it sat like that for, well, months, and let's just say way too long. But it finally took me partying up with one of my best buddies in real life. I called him up and I said, dude, do you mind coming over and helping me with something? And normally I hate reaching out and asking for any kind of help, but he came by, he lugged all of these construction materials out to my garage, and he was more than happy to do that, man. And I think that applies to a lot of us and our friends. Is like, it feels great to be useful. You know what I mean? So don't ever hesitate to party up, to reach out. And he said as much. You know, we were talking about games and we were just shooting the breeze. And he said, man, thanks for calling me. I'm happy to help with any of that along the way. And you know, like, I was sitting there crippled for a while with all that stuff under the stairs, not wanting to do it. And all it took was a call to party up. So, boys, just like we party up with our squads and our games, party up in real life too with your buddies, and don't ever hesitate to ask for help, because it goes a long way to help feel useful to a friend. Alright, there you go. Put it in the bank. Your next round of bad advice. On the Werebear Druid, I swear to God, I used to like these arena echoes. But now that I'm actually playing a powerful character, I see why people call these the worst echoes. Because there is that perspective out there. Ooh, almost forgot to spend a passive. And I've got some skill points here as well. Just gonna have to take a second here. Slice, put some skills in. Let's see what we're working on here. I think for transplants, it was working violent emergence up to 3. That was the only thing I had left to do on this tree, I believe. I'll do that. Haunting Spirit or Wandering Spirits. Chainer from D3. It sounds so familiar, man, but I don't know. I'm not getting a visual in my mind. Used to call you Slice. Yeah, I already found a way to shorten Slicer. Wandering Spirits. Where am I going here? Just putting Familiar Souls to 3. Chthonic Fissure. Can't stand saying that name. Chthonic Fissure. Chthonic Fissure. I can do 2 things here. I can put another point into Eradication, doing more damage to rare enemies and bosses, or I can get Torment to deal more damage to ignited, poisoned, or bleeding enemies. Could really go either way. I'll probably put 1 more point in each. But maybe for now I'll go with Tomb Gorger. Okay, what do we got here? Spirit Plague. Check out what's going on there. It's just taking this up to number 5. Exsanguination. Exsanguination. The bleed has bleed penetration. Alright. And last but not least, Profane Veil. I think the last node I'm working on there is Eternal Blasphemy. And I think this could use 1 more point as well. Stream of Profanity. Okay, we got even more power now to blast with. Okay, man, wicked. Let's do that. Let's finish this monolith and then we can take a little break. Oh, we got 2 corruption nodes up there too. Why don't we push it? Push it. Let's see what happens. We need a couple more echoes anyways to build the stability. So what is that? That resets the timeline, which is actually good. We want to reset this timeline and go back and find some experience. So let's go up to one of these and build the corruption a bit. Yeah, let's go. Chthonic fissure. Chthonic. I think what I'd like to know now if that is actually a word from any of these universes of fantasy. Chthonic. Or is that just like completely made up for this game? Chthonic.
Death will not take me.
I'm never sure if this Shrine of the Ice Beetle is helpful at all. I can see what it does. It spawns a bunch of ice beetles, but are they helping much? I have no clue. I know haste is helping. I love that shrine. The haste shrine. Yes. Man, we haven't met our match yet. Okay. This is good. This is probably gonna just push the stability far enough, or if not, we'll be really close. Hopefully with maybe we'll get an experience node on the reset, on the timeline reset. This might be our match though, man. A Shade of Orbis. Level 85. Oh, did you? I didn't notice that, man. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is my first Shade of Orbis on this character. Looked like it hurt, buddy. Is there a way to revive? The things you gotta learn in this game. I mean, I can't tell you how OP this Warlock is, though. The fact that I can almost go practically invulnerable and do a significant amount of damage at the same time with Profane Veil is insane.
Chains return, but what's of yours?
Siphon of Anguish, but no LP. Wah, wah. Well, hey. That was cool. We got it done. We got a brand new timeline, and we do have enough stability. And now we've got 4 whole corruption to deal with. Might have been a mistake. We'll see. Alright, let's do these quest echoes then, man, and finish this monolith for you. This has been a great session, man. Thanks so much for grouping up and giving me the first party experience in last Epoch. It's been fun.
Yes? Each chair is a
gracefully.
Man, some of these things are just dying because I think I'm breathing on them. I put my chthonic fissure on the ground and it just kills everything. I mean, there is a spirit plague going out as well. I think this is one of those ones where you have to run all the way down and then up. Loves it. Just loves this Torment Warlock. And I do have to say, Warlocks are right after Druids in terms of classes I like to play. So it worked out well. Oh yeah, kill all these icy things out here and then we get to go through this passage. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, this thing. Am I gonna die here? It's never taken me so long to kill that thing on my druid.
What brings you here?
All right. One step closer. I think... Oh. What happened there? Oh, that turned into like a second part, did it? Because pretty sure we just did that second one. But this is where we go kill the 3 dragons, I think. Try not to get breathed on. Kill these eggs. At least that's what I've always done. I actually couldn't tell you if that's helpful. Oh man. So things are going to... Ooh, yeah, don't get hit by the breath. Chthonic. Well done. Okay, now I think we got the big boy dragon. I can't remember if you said you've done this one or if this was the last one you unlocked, but if this is the dragon I'm thinking of, he's got this one ability. He's going to do it, his first ability. He casts this big necrotic circle around him, and you have to traverse to the outside of that in a pretty quick way to not get one shot. So he's got that one shot mechanic, and then he's got a breath that will do some serious damage. And he just basically repeats this pattern over and over again. So it's really all about running out of that ring And then, by the way, running back in towards him as fast as you can, because then the outer area of the arena gets all necrotic. Anyways, here we go. Yeah, this is definitely that dragon. So we gotta get to the outside right now. And back in. Now just stay out from the front of him. Don't let him breathe on us. And after his breath, it's going to be back to that necrotic ring again. Get ready to start moving out. There it is. Move out, move out. And back in, back in. Yes, we got this. Same pattern over and over again until he drops. Okay, there's the breath, and now he's going to do that necrotic ring next, so get ready to get out. There it is. Back in. Necrotic ring coming here. Back in. Man. 4 corruption and 10 levels couldn't stop us. Ooh, I've already got the 35 necrotic resistance off of this in my blessing, which is tough to beat for this build, because that's damage. I'm gonna keep that. All right, man. What a sesh. It's been awesome. So, been blasting almost 2 hours now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I am gonna take, at the very least, a break. Yeah, dude, thanks so much. One thing I was gonna do was try to, I'll probably do it before break here then. I was gonna show you my point of view of the new setup here. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my camera. I'm gonna try to turn it around so you guys can catch a view of the new setup. I'll give a little bit of a tour here. Alright, so let's see if we can get a view of what I'm looking at here. Boom. Check out the setup, boys. The new casual gaming dad setup. Got the little sidecar monitor on the go. Got some little hex acoustic panels, preventing my wife from having a conniption fit right now while she's in bed and I'm just chatting it up with the boys. Got the new rig there. Full tower. Just like crushing the settings off any game. Keyboard and the mouse. Even got a little stream light there. Hopefully I'm coming in crystal clear tonight on stream. So, you know, feels good, man. Feels good to be a kid with adult money. Not gonna lie. And that's why we got a bit of a new scene here tonight. Why things look a little different around the room. I've been at that all weekend, all week, so. Wicked dudes. Thanks so much for popping in as always, and especially for this time for blasting with us. That was really fun, man. First party experience in last Epoch. So I think what I'm going to do, though, is just do a break. I need about 10. Got to get the massage arm going. Get the massage gun going. Get these joints in motion again. What microphone arm this is an IX Tech. It was like an Amazon special. It wasn't the cheapest microphone arm on Amazon, but what I liked about it was it had that flip for the headphones that you can rest your headphones on. Yeah, anyways, it's been a blast, Slicer. I really had fun, man. So whether you're here on the other side of the break or not, man, I had a great time. And the rest of y'all, I will see ya in 10. I'm going to pop the break on, alright? Alright, see you in a bit.
About 6 months.
right. What's up? We're back. We're back for the night shift. Night mode engaged. We're back in last Epoch. And thanks for checking out the stream. Welcome to the chat. Hope your day's going good. We're about to do a little nightcap here. And I think it's time to... Oh, you're still in the party. Wicked. And you're still here. That's great, man. That was cool to hear also that the North American ping wasn't as bad, because I thought that was a really cool feature, by the way, that the characters can basically server hop and party up. Gotta love that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I can't go back and do these. That's... I'm too over leveled for that. Well, what's the good thing to do? Maybe I go the Age of Winter. Got prophecies for Age of Winter. A bunch of prophecies. But I also have Blood, Frost, and Death, which is going back a notch. Oh, I can't even get there because it's locked behind the Stolen Lance. Yeah, shag that. Check in on chat. Let me know how you're doing. What's going on? How you feeling? What you're up to? I think... Did you want to keep playing, Slicer? Or... It's wild. I wasn't expecting you to still be in the party, which is awesome. But I think I'm going to do the Age of Winter. Oh, that's right. We started here. We did one echo. And we were like, whoa, this level seems a little high for us right now. Alright, well. Oh, you're offline. That's hilarious. Oh, but you're still here. Oh, well, I can just do that. Leave party? But no, it didn't even let me. It's probably bugged out. That's right, yeah, you're not even online. Oh well. I'm carrying you in spirit, man. You know what would be even cooler if you actually continue to gain XP. Happy to help a brother out, man, like we were saying before. Okay, it looks like so far so good on the damage and survivability. Hey man, we might have just found an exploit here. Tardy bug. It only took us 5 weeks to group up together, but in our first time we found an exploit. Oh no, is this one of those patrolling things that I'm just doing a big circle around? Yes, it is. Oh god. Just chasing my tail here. In a big circle. Slicer, how's the audio been from where you're sitting tonight? I know I had problems a few weeks ago. Better mix, better quality, or just the shit as always? Torment Warlock blasted, baby. Just basically run and drop a few ponic fissures. Spirit plague them up a bit, and then if you're feeling spicy, drop some wandering spirits and go into Profane Veil. And it just absolutely mash. Still can't leave party.
Your death has come.
The other... Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I actually cranked that up. I'm going to turn it back down a bit to where it was before. Yeah, I think I've noticed that on my recordings, and then I tried to crank her up. Yeah, still hangover loot from the previous monolith. Well, we'll just go experience.
Death will not take me.
Well, thanks for checking in with me about that, the audio levels. One thing's for sure, it's definitely recording tonight. One thing's for sure, it's recording tonight, so we'll have a stream highlights video coming out. I think after a bit more play with this Warlock, I'm ready to give an official review of last Epoch. 130 hours or so into it right now. Not many games get me there, I'll tell you that much. Other than Diablo, usually. Nothing you haven't heard before. I'm also planning a how to prevent gaming injuries video. It's going to be lit. It's going to help you prevent and maintain repetitive strain injuries from gaming, primarily on a keyboard and mouse. Alright boys, we got a all caps red piece of loot there on a very strict loot filter. This is the stuff that comes up to the top. Okay, it's not that great. It's a relic, but it had a tier 7 critical strike multiplier. That's where it's at, but this build uses a unique there, or a legendary. I could always go capitalize on that LP, and this, though, would be a good... Well, I might have to re-roll some of those stats, but this would be maybe a decent relic to combine and hope you hit that critical strike multiplier as the legendary affix. So I'll hang on to it. Oh, setup update? Yeah. I have to make something on that. I think, not gonna lie, got a little overly excited on the setup and probably didn't do the best job filming as I could, so that's probably gonna have to be a short if I'm 100% honest. But I got some clips. They're in CapCut right now, so yes, man, I am gonna go back to the grind here now that we got a stream on the go that's being recorded. So yeah, I'm gonna be a busy man. Part-time job of putting out 3 videos. Oh, you didn't know which ones to buy? Okay, well, I have some opinions about that, man. And that's cool that this is actually helping you, man, because you know, it's a real thing. When I think back on my life, PC gaming has been a part of it for, wow, I'm really gonna age myself, but like 20 years, at least 20 years been PC gaming. Like, that really adds up. You accumulate all those hours and it's just impossible not to feel that after all that time. But yeah, if you're in the same age range as me or played a lot of games in your life, I get it, man. So, but I will say my massage gun, the brand is called Renfro. Tough to see. But they make a bunch of fitness products that I have purchased and use. Not that my fitness and health is that great these days, but everything they've made has worked as intended. The quality's been better than I expected, and it all lives in like the ecosystem of an app, and everything gets connected and it's a whole health ecosystem. I've been impressed with that. So Renfo on the massage gun, and the finger resistance bands, which are great little things to get on the go when you're on a loading screen or a little break. Gives you that opposite movement of pressing the mouse and the keyboard. I don't know. These were just like the cheapest ones on Amazon. It was a pack of 3, like a red and a gray and a white one or something like that, and they're all different resistances. But yeah, man, I'm planning to do a video of proper controls and a routine of stretches that you can do before, after, and during some gaming sessions to relieve the sensations a bit. Yeah, my first job, my degree in university was actually in like workplace health and safety. So I'm not an ergonomist, but I certainly know enough about ergonomics to be dangerous, and I definitely know about controlling hazards and some techniques that you can do to protect yourselves. So yeah, I'm thinking about like marrying the 2 pieces of my life there, safety and gaming, just as a happenstance of that coming out on stream one night and making a real video of that. Looking forward to that one. Even though they're slow going, believe me, I'm working on them in the background. Gotta pick up the pace of my workflow though. No, yeah, I did answer you back. That was, you were bang on. I turned up the game audio on my mix a little bit for some reason, even though I knew it was the right balance before. So I did fix it.
Death will not take me.
Okay. There's another level. Yeah, every once in a while something hurts here, which I haven't experienced much on this character before. Ooh, all caps. That means there's some good affix on there. I don't know what, though. I think I can trash all of this except that. And that I wanted to keep. Oh, sorry, man. I don't remember. I don't think so, though. Keep. Just throw it all in there. Let's see if I can finish this monolith before the night is up. Guess we go beacon. These guys I learned the stretching routine from are like legitimate health professionals in the e-gaming sports world. So it must be a thing. There's nothing you can do at that high duration and frequency that isn't going to be harmful to your body. Even things that you think might be good for you.
Death will not take me.
I feel like I just walked to this beacon, lollygagging through a monolith that's 13 levels higher than me. That was not my experience on the Werebear Druid, let me tell you. Anyways, there's big rewards if I can finish this monolith. I think I saw at least 3 prophecies connected to finishing this monolith. Alright, show me some experience nodes. Show me some experience nodes. We got a back-to-back experience nodes. Oh, we had another one over here this whole time too. Damn it. Or maybe that's revealed on the beacon. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, we're going for this double dip. Slicer, you're still in the party, dude. I hope you're level 80 by now. Gained all this extra XP. shadow XP. Where are we going here?
Your death has come.
Oh my gosh, just crushing these spires. I used to have such a hard time with those things on the Werebear Druid. And that's Profane Veil doing that. Crazy. Just boom. Melt it. Fun times. Yeah, setup feels good. I will get that video out, man. I got a bunch of clips from that too.
Death will not take me.
Actually, the one I haven't taken yet, I think, is the actual after now. That's partly because I don't feel like it's done, you know? Sometimes when you get everything, what you think is in order, you realize shit like, oh man, I need an 8-foot HDMI cable, or man, I'd rather have this other monitor stand, so I still got some other things incoming now too that are just gonna finish it off for me. But I can always do a part 2. Hey. I'm sure some people feel like their setups are never done. Yeah, man, I'm drinking a Pacific Punch. You better believe it. I usually have some monsters kicking around the fridge for when I got to late night game, which is midnight for me. There was a good deal at my gas station this week. 3 for $8. $8 for 3 monsters. Hell yeah. That's basically my vice these days, is video games and energy drinks. Not necessarily great for you, but certainly not as harmful as some other vices can be. Is it? 3 for $8? Less than $3 a can? Yeah, I guess if you bought them in more bulk, they would be quite a bit cheaper, but usually where I'm at, and things are expensive here, because we do live on an island and everything's got to be shipped in by boat, basically. Yeah, I think if you bought it in bulk, like if you bought a case of 48, it'd be cheaper. But usually when I see them at the stores I frequent, it's like a 2 for $6 situation. So 2 for $5 to $6 or something. So I thought 3 for $8 sounded pretty good. Okay, there's another experience node there I'll make a run to. Oh, arena. Okay, let's see how much one chthonic fissure can do. Let's get a bunch of enemies here. Come on, load it up. Is this the whole wave? Okay, one chthonic fissure. Everything's dead. So we might as well load up the shrines. 149. Oh, whoa. Yeah, okay. Euro. We're gonna have to do some exchange here now. Wow. Well, no, I think even with the exchange the last time I checked, it might be different now. But, wow, that would make cans of Monster 3 times more expensive here. Yeah, because I bet you they're probably like sugar taxed or some kind of bullshit here. Who knows? Not to mention just the normal sales tax we have on everything, which is crazy. Usually in Europe, I recall, when it says the price of something, that's the price. For us, we always add 15% basically to the price that gets added on at the register. Europe has always been a great place to me, man. I've always loved traveling to all those countries. Pretty much been through most of Western Europe and a little bit of the East as well. Wow, 19%, that's up there too, but you know, the flip side of it is some advantages in other places that those tax dollars go to. Schools and communities, whatever the hell else it goes to. But yeah, taxes on everything, man. Property taxes, sales taxes, taxes, taxes on taxes, income taxes. It's brutal. I worked in a completely tax-free state for some time, for 10 years. That was really nice and cool. So like everything was the price it was on the tag, and if, you know, whatever was your salary, that's how much you got every month. There was literally not a single deduction from that paycheck. Those were good times in life. That's when I was just getting together with my wife and we were 2 single people on that situation, so we were high on the hog. Pretty what felt like unlimited cash flow at that time, but moving back to our home country now and having, you know, more regular jobs that have income tax. It's a little more stressful, I'd say. A little more tight up against it, but we're making it work. We have a very nice life here. I'm not gonna complain for a second. Oh, that was in the Middle East. The only country in the world that starts with a Q. It was a wild place. It was a great experience. Ooh, I got that one maxed out now, that passive. Yeah. I've already talked about Qatar, I think. Pretty sure. I've only got such limited amount of stories, man. Mostly because I don't remember them all, but... maybe I should start telling travel stories as well. Had some wild times on the road. Ooh, necrotic resistance gloves. Interesting. My gloves currently do not have necrotic resistance. It's too bad the other 3 stats on these gloves are shite. Oh wow, I have enough stability here to make a run. Let's do it. And while I'm doing these quests, I'll tell you one of my craziest travel stories. So, me and one of my best friends in Qatar decided that one year we're going to hike Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa. And it was a wicked trip. We did the ultra fast route to the top, and we were in our peak physical condition of our lives, and we made pretty quick work of it, as grueling as it was. The worst of which was actually getting down the mountain. Like, it was one thing to get up, but then when you're standing on the summit and enjoying yourself, you quickly realize, oh my god, we have to walk all the way down. That was the most grueling part, for sure. But in Tanzania, leading up to and around that experience, we kept hearing this like hip hop on the radio in the cars we were driving around in, and we would ask these guys, what's this hip hop? Who's this artist? And they would say, well, they're from Arusha, which is another city in Tanzania. So we endeavored to go to Arusha and check out this local hip-hop scene. So anyways, on the back end of Kilimanjaro, we get into Arusha, we check into a hotel, and the bellboy who helped us with our bags to the room, he said, what are you guys doing? Are you going out on the town tonight? And we said, yeah man, we've been hearing like all this hip-hop on the radio, and everyone's telling us it's from Arusha, so honestly, like, we came to Arusha to check out some local hip-hop if we can. He's like, man, okay, I'll tell you what, I get off at midnight, and I'm gonna come back up to your room, and we're gonna go out, and we're gonna go check it out. We were like, amazing, man, this is perfect, this is exactly what we were after. So he comes back at midnight, he's in his street clothes now. He's like a young African dude, pretty built, but quite a bit younger than us, I would say. And I was even much younger at the time. Oh, speak with Yulia. Anyhow, he says, okay, man, let's hit the town. And just so you guys know, I've got a black belt. So, you know, we're all good tonight. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. That was interesting. He chose to say that. So, in any event, off we go to the first place. And it was like a velvet rope club with these huge bouncers outside. And my buddy and I, like, that definitely wasn't our scene. And we weren't dressed for that situation at all. So we say to the guy, who I'll call John. I think his real name was John. I was trying to make up a name and then I called him by his real name. Anyways, I think his name was John. We say, John, man, I don't know if that's the place, man. We were thinking more like live music, you know, like not a club. And he's like, oh, okay, live music, not a club. I got you. So he tells the cab driver to take us somewhere else. And we get there, and it's like this open air cafeteria of some kind. I don't know how to explain it, man, but it's like where your aunt and uncle would go on a Friday night to eat, like out on a patio, and at the same time there's like live either karaoke or some folks doing like covers of songs and stuff like that, and a bit of a dance floor where people are dancing. So again, wasn't quite the local hip-hop we were talking about, but they find us a table. Me and my buddy were the only light-skinned folks in a 3-kilometer radius, I'm sure, or more. And definitely had the stairs on, and you know, we sat down, got ourselves a drink, and then next thing you know, 2 local ladies are pulling my friend up to the dance floor, and he's kind of having fun with it, right? And all of a sudden John jumps up and goes and pulls my buddy back to the table, and he says, those women are trying to rob you, man. Just sit down and don't pay them any attention. So we did. You know, we sat down, we just kind of kept to ourselves and listened to the live music, drank some beers, shot the shit with this John guy. And anyways, about 10 minutes later, this guy there, who he was like a what looked to be like a patron of this establishment, but he had no legs, so he was walking around on his hands like this, and he had this red Adidas tracksuit, but it was open in the front, and it was just his bare chest and all these gold chains, and he had a blonde mohawk, and I think he was wearing these like badass sunglasses or something inside at night. All of a sudden, we had kind of seen him around throughout the night, but all of a sudden he was standing on a table. So I don't know, like someone got him up onto a table so that he was now like eye level with these 2 women that had been trying to rob my friend. And he was yelling something at them, and then all of a sudden just went back and smacked one and then backhanded the other so hard, and the entire place like gasped collectively, and then they just went back to playing music and like nothing happened. And in fact, like that guy with no legs eventually got the guitar and started playing like a Police cover or something, like Roxanne, and it was just like the most awkward and crazy and weird vibe that you could ever imagine. So eventually we're like, John, man, let's get out of here, dude. And we just went back to our hotel, and then I think later went to Ungaro Girl Crater, saw some zebras, and called it a day in Tanzania, but that was probably one of the wildest nights I can remember. The story of Arusha. Oh, this guy. I missed this guy. I was fighting this guy for so long on my druid, over and over and over.
Do not stand in my way.
I'm not going to have the tankiness of my druid.
This is a mercy. Shatter. Behold the rage of winter.
How am I going to deal with this now on the Warlock? I guess I have to have my transplant up.
Do not stand in my way.
Yeah. Gotta have that transplant ready.
This is a mercy. Rise, my fallen champions. Aid me.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say about that either, man.
This is a
The story took such a dark turn, man.
stand in my way.
But it is what it is. Happened in real life, and I'll never forget it. It's ingrained in my memory.
Come, sons of Artor, aid me.
He was, and one of the biggest reasons is just like how much of a character he was. Like he would have been out of a GTA game NPC kind of thing. But it happened in real life. And John said later, man, he was upset that those girls didn't make their mark.
Shatter.
They didn't hit their
Do
target.
not stand in my way. This is a mercy. Shatter. Do not stand in my way.
Okay, this guy was totally doable. Mind you, I've handled him on several hundred corruption on the druid before, but there we go. There's all those prophecies coming into play. Nice. Ooh. It's going to be a tough choice, actually. Physical resistance or increased armor. I'm already capped on physical resistance. And I don't nearly have enough armor. But if I did get the physical armor... or physical resistance... No, I don't actually have a lot of physical resistance in my idols. I thought that would open up some idol slots. It's just the 7%. Yeah, no, so I'm gonna go armor for sure. That wasn't as hard a choice as I thought. Okay, let's check out all this prophecy loot. Ooh. 2 LP, but doesn't sound like that applies to me. Okay, another Soulfire with legendary potential. Looks like it's slightly better rolled in some places, so that's awesome. Wow, and 2 LP on that. There's that Bloodkeeper's Nest that I think that guy Jam was talking about before. Cool, man. Okay, so that's Age of Winter down. And what, I suppose that Do you just gotta get to the last rune? Or do you have to do these quests along the way? I guess I'm gonna find out. But that'll have to be for another time. As much fun as I'm having on this Warlock, and as much fun as I had tonight, it's time to call it. So, Slicer buddy, it's been a blast, man. Thanks for hanging out and actually blasting. Let's do that again sometime. And you can also find me on Discord, by the way. Same username, man. Hit me up there. We could chat there. I think it would be easier to communicate than the YouTube comment section. All right. It's been a blast. Day went from +1 to +2. And your boy Axxicus is out again. Oh, man, that's actually an Easter bunny. That, or a bunny that my daughter has had as an Easter thing. Someone got it for her as a gift since she was born. So that's been around with us for 10 years. And every year there's a picture of my daughter with that bunny. So yeah, well, it's tough to see in the background, but it's, yeah, definitely a bunny. And somehow it ended up in here this week. I guess my daughter had found it lying around the house and she wanted to resurrect it. Sweet, man. All right, dude. Well, we'll talk later this week, man. You have a good one. Get some rest, and we'll see y'all later.